Good, it's not a law that's biblical, but rather semiotic principle of your halachically extending down from wherever it is all the way to the ground. Imaginary partition to be aware, even though physically not actually there. Don't get stuck seeing the world through simple senses. Educate, expand mind, and break down fences. Shabbos performing lasting labors that are viable, procures punishments because for these procedures he's liable. Calculating, creating enduring effects for children to cherish, form fruits to flex, make the world a bit brighter and better place for a future secure, some special space. Gemara Shabbos Daf 103. Here is what says Rabbi Shimon Benji. Someone simply striking, hitting heavy hammer, aiming on an anvil, clashing to clamor. Even though one is just trying for training, properly punishable for this type of gaming. Periodic practice, proper preparation helps timely tone and produce perfection. Lacking rhythm, repeats and repetition, rely on recitation or recurring iteration. Help habituate workouts that are warming to shiningly sharpening, super skill storming. Shin, kuf, and resh spell shaker, meaning falsehood, while aleph, mem, and tav spell ms, truth and good. Shaker's letters are all next to each other, easy to bind, but ms beginning and end middle harder to find. Since sheker is false, has only one leg on to stand, ms has two legs planted, firmly strong and grand. So when faced with tough decisions at a crossroad, steer away from the dark side and stay true to your code. Bilam's mule was afraid and turned away, stopped that man from his mission he tried to sway. When an angel with a sword stood in the way, made him think and pause, reason for delay. But against the Jews wanted to betray God's messengers, he refused to obey. Bilam blinded himself to mouth ready to slay, so the donkey owed his life, and that move did stay. When he tried to curse the Jews, turned the sky to gray. Instead of blasphemy, blessings came to pray. Only bestowing benedictions he was able to say. Night was removed, light shone that day. The life lesson from here we should easily convey, need to open our eyes, a full view to portray. See what's right in front of us, molded like clay. Get rewarded with riches, no punishments to pay. Yehudah says the Torah's punishable instruction is only when one produces positive production. It must be a correct causative construction, but discharged guilty free if one does it through destruction. One prohibited act on Shabbos is called trapping. If one wants a scorpion pet, for its clicky clapping. But if one just does not want to be stung by a stinger snapping, permitted to trap it and to seal it with much wrapping. Dr. Shmuel fed Rav barley, bread, fish, hash, and beer to become diuretic and away from bathroom did steer. Rav cursed him for the suffering, to have no sons, since did not know treatment was intended to cure intestine. When Rav found out that he only meant healing, he gave Shmuel honor with lots of kneeling, even though the curse was uttered in error, since came from a sage was inevitable terror. So be careful before we spew out harsh words, cause they become real and take flight just like birds. Only speak when we have nice complimentary things to say, to bring peace, joy, and love Mashiach's on his way.